So let us start. So we are going to discuss the useful properties of the numbers. You just listen carefully na. I am making notes for you also. So just pay your attention. Let us say property number 1. What it says? Difference. Let me write first, then I will explain. Difference of the squares of any two odd number. It is important, odd number. Okay, odd number is always divisible by 8. Okay, by 8. Let us say भैया क्या हो गया, thank you, by 8. What the property number 1 states that it says that if any two squares of the number is subtracted by each other, then it will always divisible by 8. Difference of the squares of any two odd number is always divisible by 8. Let me show you how. Example. Start from very basic one. 5 का square minus 3 का square is equal to 25 minus 9, which is what? Which is 16. 16 is what? 18 into 2. What I am trying to emphasize is that divisible by this, divisible by 8 or not? It is divisible by 8. That's how things work. Let us take one more example. Take it 11 square minus 3 square. I am taking the small number because I don't want to complicate the whole process. I am not going to explain much calculation in these questions. The question will come where I will teach you how to make your calculation fast, but here not required. So it is 121 minus 9 and it is your 112. Let us see, is that divisible by 8 or not? 8 ones are 8 2. It is divisible by this, huh? 2. You can see this. We don't require this 14, but the thing is, whatever you take, it will be divisible by 8 only. Yes. So the property one is, whenever you are going to subtract the squares of a number, it will always divisible by 8. So why it is important? This will help you to for example, some question come in examination, okay, and the option set by the examiner is such that it requires a heavy calculation. For example, for your kind understanding, like there is 8 8 3 4 2 1 6 b 1 8 9 8 4 3, some random means a big calculation is going to be happen, but the question is set up in that sense that if you know that uh, the difference between the two squares of the numbers is equal to 8, then you do not require to do the whole process. You just skip that part and mark it, yes, it is divided by 8, and move to the next question. Okay, so that is the only way to skip the calculation. That is why properties are very much important in your examination. Don't skip this part, it is important. Okay, I am deleting this much, and let us move to the property number 2. Black, I have black. So this is a good one. Just pay attention now. The sum of any two consecutive what the spelling is consecutive. I guess I am right. Consecutive. Please pardon me on the spelling. I think I am right. Consecutive number is equal to the difference of their squares. Okay. So the it's a similar one, but some twist is there. First, we have talked about the differences. Here we are talking about the sum. Sum of the any two consecutive back to back, any consecutive number is equal to the differences of their space. Let us see. Red pen. Example. Let's say number first number is 4 and second is 3. I just say a reverse one. So the total is 7. Sum of the any two consecutive number is equal to the difference of their squares. Let us do the square thing. Okay, 4 square, and we have to difference. Okay, let's see. So if we do the 3 square is 9, 16, it's 7. So hence proof. We have a proof now. The sum of the two numbers, two consecutive numbers, that is important. Two consecutive numbers back to back is always equal to the difference of the squares of two consecutive number. Okay, so for example, what I am trying to convey here is, let us say you have a situation, not question will come, but you have a situation where you have to find the difference of 7 square minus 8 square. Okay, or then you have to first do the square, then subtract them. Or let us say you have to find the difference of two squares like 83 and 84. Now you are going to, what will you do? Are you going to first take the squares of the number, then difference, take the difference? No. According to this property, if they are consecutive, means back to back, just do one thing, add them. Means 83 plus 84, the sum is equal to the difference of the two consecutive squares of the number. That's the basic sense of this property. It will help you to save some time, and in fact if some question will come where there is a loop, then you will crack it down by having this kind of properties in your mind. So this is an important one. Just remember, some of the two consecutive number, consecutive means the back to back, okay, is equal to the difference of their squares. Okay, let us move to the third one. Property number third. The sum of the cube of any three consecutive, why I'm writing q here, consecutive numbers is divisible by the sum of the number themselves. What I have written is, I chose the black highlighter. Wow. The sum of the cubes of any three consecutive number is divisible by the sum of the number themselves. Sum of the cubes. Now we are talking about the cubes. Okay. Of three consecutive means the back to back. They are on back to back pattern. Then it is divided by the sum of the number themselves. Let me show you one example here. Pay your attention, please. I am taking the small units because otherwise it will be very difficult for me to explain. Na? Otherwise it will applicable to each and every question. So do not worry about this. Just learn the concept. Okay, sum of the cube of any three consecutive number. Okay, let us do the. Let's start from the two itself. Otherwise, one ka cube is one, so no purpose. Two cube, three's cube, four's cube is equal to two's cube 8, three's cube is 27, and four's cube is 64. It become 99. Okay, we get after summing the cubes 99. Let us do the sum. 2 plus 3 plus 4, it is 9. So 9 99 divided by 9, is that divisible? Yes, on 11 it is divisible. That's what property is saying. The sum of the cubes, the sum of the cube of any three consecutive number, the condition is the number should be consecutive, back to back, is always divisible by the sum of the number themselves. Sum of the number is this, sum of the number, which is 9. 99 is divisible by 9, correct? So this is a property number third. Now we are talking about the property number 4. It is a very simple one. Now we are talking about the products. Product of 3, again consecutive, and consecutive with C, consecutive numbers is always divisible by 6. What the property is saying, if there are three numbers x, y, if we multiply them, then this number is always divisible by 6. Let's see how. Take any random number. Example, 8, 9, 10. Random number. 720. Is 720 divided by 6 or not? Let's see. 720, 6 1 is 6, 12 2 the, it goes. So this property followed. Let us take one more example, any random example. Actually, to avoid calculation, I'm not taking the big ones, but let us say 20, 21, 22. It's a big one. Okay, let's see. Let's learn some calculation. 21, 2 into 10. This become 200. Okay, 200 into 42. It become 8400. Have you noticed I didn't multiply any of them. I just break things up and make according to my convenience. That's how calculation work. Now check the 8400s. I know the answer, but for the justification only 6 minus 6, 24. Is that divisible or not? So 24, it is divisible. So our property works again. It is divisible. It is divisible by 6. So what the property says, product of 3 consecutive, means back to back consecutive number, is always divisible by the 6. I think you get the point. Wait, some messages there. Now there is two properties. Okay, two, no, like this. Two properties which are very much connected to each other, and very important one. Property number, which one is this? 5, E5. What this property said, please pay attention here. Xm minus am, whatever you want to take na, is divisible by x minus a for any value of m. Okay, what this statement is saying that, see, for example, let us put m is equal to 2. If you put m is equal to 1, then it's, let us say m is equal to 1, then it is gone. Let us put x square minus a square. This expression is x plus 1, x plus a. In algebra, this is the, you know, when you divide by this cuts. So this always divisible by x minus a, whatever you want to take. Just remember, for negative, if there is negative when we are taking the difference, okay, please remember that. Why I am saying so? Now get the second one, p6. Similar, just I am writing the exception. Just I am writing the, you know the difference between the both properties, what you have to take care of. What I am writing, x is divisible by, okay, x is divisible by, here we take minus, we are going to take plus here, for even value only, value only, pages value only. Now why I'm saying so? See, if we take square na, then this become this, and if we divide by x plus a, then this part get divided. So these are the basic explanation of the property. These are the most important one. please remember, here only catch is the even value. For the positive one you have to choose the even value. Okay, for negative one there is no compulsion, any kind of expression. If there is negative, no issue at all, you can divide them. But in case of even value, only if there is a, if you want to divide any number, any kind of this number, then the only condition is the value of m should be even. I didn't write the value of m here, I write that also. Division even value of m. Okay, so that's the thing. So let us move ahead. Now let us see the next property. Calling it a property is not good because it's a separate topic itself. I am talking about the basically a unit digit concept. Okay, it's a property, but it's a big property. So let us make a small topic itself. Okay, I will mention some of the key components there. This is a very important topic. Please pay your attention here. Okay, let us start. I am giving a title here. Then in property format we will talk. Okay, uh, unit, units, place, digit, concept. Basically, in this concept, there is a number, any number, 8, 9, 4, 6, 2, multiply 8, 8, 1, 3, multiply 8, 9, 4, multiply 8, 8, 8. Any random number is there. Okay, now you are going to multiply them. Is that possible to multiply this number without a calculator, or is it necessary to multiply this number? Is that logical to multiply this number? No. What this concept says, don't waste your time in multiplying all of this, just multiply the unit digit itself. In many questions, in fact in 2023 also, there's a question came where the demand of the question says, please select the unit place of the question. Unit place, the demand of the unit place. Okay, I will show you also. So if they ask unit place now, just calculate the unit place, like 8 4s are 32. Do you need the 32 fully? No, the end is 2. 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12. So the unit digit is 2. Is that require any special attention, special calculation? No. Let us take another example. Example number 1 it is. I am telling you the concept only. Property is not mentioned right now. On example 2, what's that? Any example, whatever you want to take it. Anything. 54 into 18 into 145 into 339. That's a big number. Now again, take the unit digit, multiply them. Is that only for multiplication? No, for addition also. But avoid this in subtraction. Why? I will show. 9 into 5, 45. But one thing I am telling, if anything is multiplied by 5, it will be 5 only, rather than an even number. Here we are multiplying 9. Yes, you have to learn the table of 9, but is that relevant also? These kind of things now make your calculation very fast. I will not consider this whole value only. Okay. Why? Because 9 into 5, the unit digit will give me 5 only. Okay. 45, the unit digit is 5 only. Now it becomes 0. Whatever multiply by 0 is a 0. What I am saying, see, if you multiply these two, it will give you 45. Whichever odd digit multiply by 5 will give you 5. Whichever even digit multiply by 5 give you 0 at the end of the you know whole number. Did you get this? Now when we have talked about this now, what we need 5 only. Okay, 8 into 5, 8 into 5 is what? Whatever it is, I know it is 40, but whatever it is, it give me 0 at the end. Whatever is multiplied by 0 will give me a 0, so the unit digit is 0. Why I waste my time to calculate things? So you have to be very much clever enough to see things clearly, where to invest your time or not. Okay, that's not a trick, it's a concept. That is it. People sell their course by selling this. These are the tricks. So it's not a trick. Now we are talking about the property number 7. For your convenience, I write property in fullest form. Property number 7. This is a very important one. Please pay attention. Units place of a number in index form. I will tell you what's the situation is. Listen me carefully. Hmm. We have some number here. We have some power here. Okay. This question is also appeared in 2023. Please pay attention. 5 digit means 83942. This kind of very big number is there, and power is also very dangerous. So how you are going to calculate this? This can be calculated with the help of the unit place. Okay, now we will talk how. I'm sorry. So property number 7, I, article 244 clause A. There's a property number 7 clause I. Okay, it's a big property na, please. So what it says, let me write first, then I will explain word to word. Okay, the units place digit of exponential. Exponential is this one, this thing, exponential. Okay, for your information only, exponential 4. Oh, sorry. First start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the same itself, that is 0, 1, 5, 6 respectively. So what I have read right here, pay attention. Take another pen. Example. For example, there is some big random number, take anything. Let us put it here. A big number, no relevance at all, nothing, and some random power. It's a big number. It's a big number. Now, according to this property, whatever the number, whatever the power is, it doesn't matter. If the unit digit is 1, 5, and 1 is 0, 0, 1, 5, 0, 1, 5, and 6. It really doesn't matter whatever the number is, whatever the power is. The unit digit will always 263, 291 will always be that number itself. So it's a no-brainer thing. Okay. If any number is there, any in this world, if the number is 0, see, 0 multiply anything is 0. That's the logic. Okay. If 1 is there, anything is in power, it will give you the 1. 5, anything is in power, it will give you 5. For example, let us say 5 power 1, 5, 5 power 2, 25, 5 power 3, 125, and so on. So the concept is clear. Okay. And 6 power whatever it is, the answer should be 6. So that's the property number 1. Please learn that. See, it's a basic thing. It's a very basic. It's a very, very, very basic. What happened is, if you put 2, 0, no change, 1, no change. When you took 2, it will change. Like 2's power 1 is 2, 2's power 2 is 4, 2's power 3 is 8. It's constantly changing. Now take the 3. 3's power 1 is 3, 3's power 2 is 9, 3's power 3 is 27. It's changing. Okay. In case of 4, 4's power 1 is 4, 4's power 2 is 16. It's changing. When we take 5, it's not changing. When we take 6, it's not changing. When we take 7, it's changing. So we have wrote the only that digits which are not changing. Okay. So what we have covered? Arre, re, re. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 0 is done. Okay. 1 is done, and 5 is done, 6 is done. What we have left? Let's do that. Next is, let us take, next is 4 and 9. This is a bit tricky, a bit tricky. You have to remember that, and I will tell you the shortcut for that. Not a shortcut. I hate this term shortcut. It's not a shortcut. It's a kind of process of learning. 4 or 9. That's a special case, and I will make star also, as in constitution also there is star. When any article is amended via constitutional order, there are some stars. We can refer to provisions for Jammu and Kashmir. Check it. 370 clause 4. Please check it. So let's move it. Uh, 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 where we are? Yes, we are talking about the 4 and 9. It's P7 close to P7 close to P7 close to. We are talking about the 4 and 9 itself. First, let us write the theory. What I read the okay. Same. Why I am writing this theory now? Because it will help you to revise. It's for a long vision. Okay, bear with me. Now it is the units place. Excuse me. Place digit of exponential 4 and 9 are 4 and 9 respectively. For odd power, this is the key for odd power, and 6 and 1 for even power. This is very much important. So what property number 7 close to cells? If there is, the last digit is 4 and 9, then there are two possibilities comes. First one is even, second one is odd. Okay, for even, where is black? For example, let us take why there is any number and there is 4. Okay, and in its power there is any number and the final one is odd, let us say 3. When this situation comes, it will keep it will keep the last digit, means it will be same same it will be same. What same? The unit digit 4. Okay, for example, if there is 3894 power 89, now it is 4. Now here is 4 and power is odd. In this case, the unit digit will always be 4. Okay, that is the property says. Now in case of next page, in case of odd power, oh sorry, even power, 92 92 is a even. Okay, in case of even power, things bit change. In case of even power, things bit change. Just write, if it is 4 na, just write 6 here. See, try to make it full. How to make it full? Make it 0. Okay, either you get 0 or either you get 10. In case of even, try to make it full. So to make it full, we need 6. So the unit digit should be 6 in case of even. In case of even. Okay, again we will revise that because it's a tricky one. I understand that. If you learn, that is good. If you do not learn, I will tell you one thing also. So listen me carefully. So what we have said there, the units place digit of exponential 4 and 9 are 4 and 9 respectively for odd numbers. Odd numbers के लिए they will be the same. Okay, but for the even number, they change and they will complete themselves. Complete means make them zero. Complete means make them zero. How you can complete them? Try to add the remaining one. Okay. We have taken the example of 4. Let us take the example of 9. Example. We are talking about 9 now, and take the odd. Okay. We took the odd example here. Now what it say? If it is odd, keep them unchanged. It means 9. And if it is even, sorry, if it is even, then make it full. How you make it full? Whatever it lack, give them. To make 9 full, we need 1. Give that poor people a 1. Then what will be the unit digit 1? That's the basic concept it required. I hope you understand this. It's a good concept, a bit tricky one, but it's not like it is you cannot remember that or you cannot learn that. It can be easily learned. Okay, so we have covered 4 and 9 also. What left now? We have 2, 3, 7 and 8. Okay, now P7 clause 3. Array. What I have wrote here, the units place digit of the exponential. Okay, language is important now. I have to take care of everything. Language should be same for you guys. Okay. Okay, P7 goes ठीक है. Okay. So whatever we left where it is 2, 3, 7 and 8. So now we are talking about the 2, 3 and 7 and 8. The units place digit of exponential of number 2, 3, 7 and 8 are calculated by dividing the powers by 4 and taking remainder as new power. This is the most important one. What this property says that if you have a unit digit 2, 3, 7 and 8, in this case you have to divide the power of the number by the 4. If there is any remainder, then you have to take that remainder as the power of that number. Okay, for example, let me show you first. Otherwise, example, take any example you want to take. 1, 3, 4, 9, 6, 7, any random power, 550. Okay, so it's a, in this situation the unit digit is 7. Okay, and we have some power. According to this theorem, according to this property, you have to divide the power by 4. Okay, let us divide this power by 4. 550 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12, 4 6 are 4 7 sorry 28. So we have left with the 2 as a remainder. So the new power is 13497. New power is 2. Am I going to square this one? No. We have to square the unit digits number. 7 square is 49. So the unit digit is for the unit digit is 9. So your answer is 9. That's how you have to do the thing. 9. ये answer होगा. Okay. Now let us take a value where you get a 0 when you divide the power by 4. For example, what I am saying is, if it is 552, it will be completely divided by 4. What will you do in this case? Okay, let us write this first. It is okay. I am making properties now. It's 3 na. It's 3 a. So what it say? If remainder is 0, then take 4 as the new exponential power of the number. इतना खोल के लिख दिया है, of the number instead of 0, because there is no sense to take 0 now, it will give you 0 only. So you have to take the 4. Okay, in case what we are talking is, in this case, in this case, in this one, in this case, if it is 552, the whole power will be divided by 4. Okay, when it is divided by 4 means there is no remainder at all. In this case, what this property said, please take the power 4, don't take the power 0, because it make no sense. Okay, that's what they are saying. Now in example we will understand the same thing. Example, what was the number? 134967. 134967. I am taking the number same for the reason, so you can understand that nothing is changed, just a power is changed, a situation is changed, nothing more than change. Okay, and the power is 552. 550 was there now, 552. Now in this case, this power is going to be, divided by 4 fully. 4 1 4. 12. It is what it is, means it get cleared and no remainder is there, no remainder. Now in this case, don't take 0, take 4 instead. I will keep that for your understanding. I know it will be a bit confusing for you, but have to do na. And now the thing is, this power became 7's power 0. You are not going to take this 0, you have to take 4. 7 7's power 4. You have to take 4 and now calculate the power of 4. Okay, how will you calculate this power? Sir, I do not know the square. I do not know the cube. How can I know the power of 4? Who cares? 7 square is 49. I just need a unit digit. See, I can break this. Unit digit is 9. 9. It will give me 1. So the answer is 1. We need a unit digit, na? We don't need anything else. Let me show them, otherwise it will be confusing for you. Okay, so these are the things. I hope you understand the concept. So all the properties as covered. Please pause the video and get through it. And now we will solve some question regarding this topic. Okay, please revise, pause and revise. These notes will help you in your examination. That is why I am making these. Okay. Okay, as we have got most of the properties, it's high time to do some practice questions. These practice questions have two major components. First, conceptual knowledge. Second is some tricks. There's nothing called a tricks. It's a basically a very shortened pattern to solve any kind of question. But we will use this terminology trick because it is hated by market. It's a selling point by some good famous teachers. So we will take it trick also. So these are the two components we are going to cover. Okay, now start with the first question. This kind of question will not going to come in your UPSC examination, but it is important. Why? You think like on one hand you are saying that it's not important, and second hand you are saying that it is very important for your UPSC examination. How? See, when you are performing some mathematical operation in your examination and you came across this kind of calculation, are you going to multiply? Are you going to waste your 2 or 3 minutes in just for calculation? As we have witnessed in 2023 examination, there are many questions which required some kind of calculation. In 2021 also there are some questions which need a clarity on calculations. So don't think it's a useless question. Pay your attention and try to attempt this question. When I look this question, the first chance what I have is, okay, there are two things. It's a big number, this one. So if I touch this number, it will destroy me. That is for sure. And there are second number. It's a good number. It's a lovely number. It's a beautiful number. Why? Because it have 5. And when I saw a 5, I always try to make them 0, because if it becomes 0, will help me to calculate very fast, because we will have 0 at the end. It became very easy to cancel out some things. For example, for the time being, this big number we will take it as a, okay, because I don't want to write it again and again. And we write this 625 is like in many format also. Like, let's talk about the two. In first format, Let us say it's a 25 square. Okay, in second format we can say that it is basically 5 into 5, 5 into 5. That's the same thing now. Basically what we have done is we break this 625 as much as we can. Okay, and that's the last thing what we have. Very good. Now you can ask me, why sir, why are you saying this? How it will improve our calculation speed? Please look at it carefully. 25 square is 625. Please do not open it. We have, making things easier. Don't go around and round. Okay, don't fell into a vicious cycle. Why I wrote 25 square? Because when I saw 25, I can make them in a zeros format. Why I am doing that? Because when I get the zeros format, it will not only help me to ease my calculation, but it will save my time also. For example, it's a 25 square. What does the 25 means? 25 is basically 100 by 4. How I am saying this? Please have a look. Here is a 25. Okay, I want some 100 here. I want some zeros here. Okay, what is the closest thing I can do? Multiply it by 2, divide it by 2. Okay, see, if any number do not have anything in the denominator, it's always 1. I want to be 100 here. Then what I have? Multiply 2, it became 50. Then again multiply by 2, it became 100. So what we get? 100 by 4. That's what I have written here. Okay, now sir, very good, you have put hundreds. Now you complicate it further. No, I am not making things complicated. You can write this as 16 also. I have no issues. Write this like this. Now for this thing you can write it like, I don't think I need to elaborate these things now. You knew why I written this. Okay, and when you multiply all of them, then also you will get. I hope this much is clear to you. Now put the value of a. Okay, we need a diversion now. Now put the value of a. A is what? A is 83948 into 1000 by 16. Same goes here also. Okay, now it becomes very easy to divide this number by the 16. Okay, my purpose is not to solve the question. Do it your own. Okay, do it. But is that is that easy to calculate, or is that easy to calculate by 1 2 3 4 by 16? It is easy by this only. So the answer will be, I am just writing answer. Do calculate yourself. It's for the practice only. But I have shared the most important topic. Its answer. The only purpose to share this question is to make things easy for you, to make to give you a vision how to uh, utilize the number in our favor. That's the whole purpose. Now let us move to the next question. I need some space, please wait. So now in this question, the demand is please solve sum of the products, which is also known as SOPs. Okay ji. What is the sum of the products? Okay, you have some numbers which are in multiples and you have to add them, so they are called the sum of the products. Okay ji, you give us a very literal meaning. Is that sufficient? No, we have to solve it now. So whenever I say SOP, you have something to learn. SOP, sum of the product. I hope it is visible. Yes, it is visible. Now we have a question: 976 into 237 plus 976 into 763. When I saw this question, the first thing comes in my mind is, okay, there is a common number lies in the equation. That common number is this only. Wait for a minute. Is everything good? I think. Wait. Yes, everything is good. So we have a static part, a commonality. This is a commonality. Okay, and that's a different thing. No issues. In this case scenario, there is a law. I am writing this, it's not important, but few times just try to learn things by connecting the name of the law, name of the situation, name of the pattern, anything. This is called a distributive law. Now what is that? See, this is common in both. Let's take common. When we take common from here, it become 1 into 237, and when we take common from this end, what we have? 1 into 763. Okay ji, very good. Now what you have? 976, 237 plus 763, and what it became? This is a 1000. 976 into 1000. That's what? 976. That's the answer. So that's how distributive law use in this kind of questions. I hope you understand this question. Let's move ahead. Now let us see this question. At first glance, what you think it is? It is basically a 1607's whole square. Okay. Now it's a 1607's whole square. Are you going to calculate it? Are you going to multiply 1607 into 1607 and then give answer in a 5-6 minutes? No. The thing is, it can be written it like this also: 1600 plus 7's whole square. Okay, so now when we write it like this now, it is basically nothing. It's a property we have read also, and many of you knew this also. Square plus 2ab plus b square. Have you recognized this childhood memory? Try to recall. So here, what is a? A is 1600. What is b? It's a 7. And what is a square? It's 1600 square. 2 into 1600 into 7 plus what is b? 7 square. Okay ji. Now, what is 16 square? Try to learn the squares from 1 to 25. 16 square is 256. There are two zeros, two more zeros because it's square na. Okay ji. Now it is very easy to calculate this. First it becomes 32. Okay ji. 32 into 7, 14, 22, and it's double zero. Okay. 7 square 49. Try to add. See, here both have zeros. Okay. So if I put 49 here, is there any problem? No. Some of you get confused, I hope. Mm, For the clarity also, let us do it again. It's a 49 here. Okay. When we add something like this, we do it like this. Then it's come here, then it's come here, then it's come here, then it's come here, then it's come here. It's the process. Okay. But when you are calculating fast, what we have witnessed in that calculation is, if there are zeros, it is not going to impact this number. Okay. Though if it is like, for example, for the timing, let us say it's 149, then also this 49 get not affected by the last two digits because they are zeros, but it become 5 here. So that's I do. When I saw it's a 0 0 here, it's a 0 0 here, and it's only a two digit number, then I just remove this and put 49 here. It will give me a same result. Okay. Now here are four digits. Here are four digits. Okay. So again same concept. Just write 2449. And now you say, sir, it's a 2 here. What will we do? Nothing, add in here. It's you will 2582449 as answer. Okay. I hope you understand this. If you not understand this, please rewind this concept, you will get to understand. Let's do the next question. This is a very good and very important question. It will cover many properties. Pay attention, try to think what this question really is. At first glance, some of the students say, sir, it's a question of some of the products. Yes, you are correct, but it doesn't follow the distributive law as we have mentioned earlier, where one component is common in both the part but not here. So what the question really is, please pay attention. It have many components. See, it basically a let me, where is the pen? It's a airplane. Okay, at first glance it is a, it is a, let's use a small a, it is a b, it is a b. Okay, it become a square, it become a b square. Okay, when I saw a square and b square, I know that it's a property of 1 by 2. Okay, a plus b square plus a minus b square. Okay, it's a property. If you have know the property, well and good, but most of the time this property is not, revised or not remembered that time, then things become very difficult. But nothing to worry about. I will tell you how to solve this question. In this type of questions, you need some conceptual knowledge. UPSC at present scenario is asking questions where you need a conceptual clarity. Okay, UPSC is using layerings where question is drawn from, like you can understand from this question also. See, how this property come is important to know about. How this property comes across. Let us learn. It is important. Please don't take this property lightly. Listen me carefully. Okay. As we have know that a square plus b square, sorry, plus b a whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, we know that. We also knew that a minus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay, what will happen when we add them? Let us see. It get cancelled. What we have at the right hand side? 2b's, because they are two, they are not getting, both are plus, we get this. Okay, this get cancelled, so it is 0. On the other hand, what we have, we have a plus b's whole square and a minus b's whole square. Okay ji. Now if I took common from both, what we have, a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, and let I use this here, then it become 1 by 2 a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square, and it become a square plus b square whole square. Okay, so sorry, not whole square, it's wrong. So this is the asked property, but don't you think question will come from this also? If you knew things now, it become easy for you to attempt things. If you knew the genesis now, it will help you to solve the questions. That is why I am going very deep in conceptual knowledge. Okay, no one is going to cover this much in number system. Please pay attention. Okay, respect the free things. Don't take it granted. So this is the outcome what we have required. You can see this now. This is the property. I hope you get it. Let me solve this question now. Okay, for the time being, thank you very much for your services. Now solve this question. What we required, this property. Okay, put them, no issues. So half of the a is 475. 475 plus 125 whole square plus 475 minus 125 whole square. That is it. Game is over. Nothing more, nothing less to do. It becomes 600 square and it become 350 square. Game over. Now it is very much easy. 3600 double zero again. It's two zeros, then make it four zeros. Simple concept. Do not try to think much. Okay. And in this case, it become 1225. Now I will teach you how I write this also. It is very much important also, but for the timing, let us calculate it first. Again, double zero is common. Put it for next double zero. We have 25 here. Make it 25. Now at 12 here, it become 8 and 4. 48250. Now it became 241250. That's answer. Now answer is this. Your question is solved. Now how I write, it's a multi concept question. It is a very good question. Now how I calculate it very fast, this much, this question, 350 whole square. See, whenever you saw this kind of formation, 35, 45, 55, 65, just multiply this number with the very next one, like 3 into 4, it become 12, and just square this 25. Okay, let us take another one. For example, here it is 45 square. Now what you have to do, just multiply the next number, it become 20, and square of this 25, 20, 25. Let us take another one, 65. Just take the next number, 6 into 7, 42. Let's take the square of this 25. Take the 8 into 9, 72, 25. So this is the basic trick. It's a basic trick. Okay, try to remember this, write it down. It will help you to solve this kind of question very quickly. Okay, I put it miscellaneous. Yes. Okay, this is the answer. So this is a very good question, very detailed version of the very beautiful arithmetical question. Please go through again. If you have any kind of issue, any kind of if you lack any understanding, revise it. Let us move to the next question. So this question is far more easier than the earlier one. Here we have positive, so there are no direct identity. We made that identity here. Now in this question, what we have, it is a, it is a, it is b, it is b, means it's a square minus b square, and we have the direct identity for that. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b, as simple as that. What a stands for? A stands for 796. What b? It's 204. See, in real examination you are not going to write all of these. It's for your understanding only. When you start, when you solve in reality, you have to just mention, okay, it's 796, so one first I have to add this, then in second stance I have to subtract this. You can simply write that it's a 1000, and if you have subtract this, you can easily subtract and say that it's, and then multiply them and apply 0. So this is very easy question. This kind of questions are very easy. These steps are only for your understanding, so you can understand how identity works in real questions. So I have solved already, but for your understanding only, let us say it's okay, and it is multiply by 592. Okay, and when we 592, 1 2 3 4. So this is the answer, and you do not require this much, not required, but you should know about how calculation work. Okay, it's for your understanding purpose only, but in reality when this kind of question comes, you know that okay, this is the identity you have to apply. You just mention, okay, it's a 796, it's a b, first time I have to add this because there is a negative in between them. Okay, whatever the answer should be, I have to multiply this 976. Now I have to subtract because I taken positive earlier, so it become whatever it is. That's a calculation is needed in the examination. Okay, now move to the next question. What this question said, it's basically a into a, what it is, b into b, what it is, 2 into a into b. What that stands for, it's a square plus b square plus 2ab. What that mean, it's a plus b's whole square. What is a, 387. What is b, 113. Make the whole square. Now when you make the whole square, it is what, it is what, 500 square, it is what, 25. That's the answer. Do you need to calculate this much? No. When you see this, okay, it's a square plus b square plus 2ab kind of question, you just add. Okay, we have one a, that is 387, we have one b, that is 113. Add this and it is a square. That's it. This much is only needed in your examination, and that comes from the practice. So try to practice some questions. I have given you some question at the practice also here at the end of this. So you have some questions I will share with you. First, understand the concept. This much amount of questions I have for you, this much amount of question. So don't think it's a free course, so the quality of the content is okay for the namesake. No, we will cover in the depth this time, and I am telling you, you do not need any kind of external book if you follow the lecture series, if you follow the questions, and if you follow the homework, that is enough. Okay, and for the practice you can attempt mocks. So let us move to the next question. It is a very simple question, as we have already studied the divisibility rule of 3. Now it's the application part. Here you have a number which have one digit missing, and what question said that it is divisible by 3 and the x should be the minimum number required. Okay, so let's do it. What is the basic concept of the divisibility rule of 3? You have to add all of them, and if that number is divided by 3, means it is divisible by 3 only. So first thing first, let us add all of them. Are you going to write this in examination? You need not to write this, just add like 5 plus 9, it's 14, then 20, 27, 27, 28, and then 28 plus 8, 31, means 31 plus x. No need to extend your steps, it's for your explanation only. So 31 plus x, it should be divided by 3 only. Okay, you know that 3 into 10 is equal to 30. Okay, the question asks for the least value. Okay, if you have multiply it by the next number, very next number, means 11, then it became 33. We have 31 here, we need x value. If we minus 33 minus 31, then it give us 2, means the least value is 2 for the x. That's the answer. I again repeat, first we divide the number by 3. Okay, then when we divide the number by 3, what we get, this number 31 plus x. The question demand the least value. Okay ji, for the least value you have to go to the earlier one. What could be the earlier one? For when I see the 31 in 3's table, at the 10, at the place of 10, 3 into 10 we get the 30. So the very next number, if 3 times 11, it gave us 33. So next possibility is only 33. We have 31. If we do get 2, then it became 33. So the least value of x is 2. That's the question, simple one. Let's move to the next one. This is also a good question. We have covered in uh, lecture number 1, where we have discussed about the divisibility of 24, 12, this kind of numbers. So this type of question required, they are asking for your co-prime numbers first. So divisibility of 24 require co-prime numbers of 24. So what are they? They are 3 and 8. Okay, the co-primes are 3 and 8. Okay ji. So that this number should be divided by 3 also and the 8 also. Yes sir. Do you really need a real number whatever when we divide this number by 24? Is the question asked for the real value? No. The question asks that is that divisible by 24 or not? Simple question. So what you need to do is just check some, is it divided by 3, is it divided by 8 or not. First we will check the 3. Let us add all of them. The first requirement is only that you have to add all of them. So or make 3 and then slash it. For example, let me first explain you from the adding also, adding only. Okay, it's 5 plus 2, 7, it's become 12, it become 18, 21, 28 and 32, 36. 36, is it divisible by 3? Yes, of course. Now what I'm telling you is slashing method. 3 is divisible, yes. Divisible, yes. 5, 10, 12, is it divisible? Yes. 7, 7 to the 6, what we have remainder 1. 1 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 4, 9. 9 is divisible by 3. So no need to add also. Whatever you find easy, use that trick. Okay. So it complete the threes, demand of the 3. Okay. Now what is the divisibility rule of 8? The last 3 digit of any number should be divided by 8. Okay. What are the last 3 digit? 744. Is that, let us check, 744 is divided by 8 or not? 8 nines are 72. Okay, what we have? 24. 8 threes are 24. It is okay. Mean this number is divisible by 24. That's the answer. That's how you have to do this question. Okay, let us move to the next question. This kind of question you will find in your previous year question papers, basically in 2016, 17, 18 kind of question papers. You will find this type of questions. Basically examiner asks you in this question that uh, he will give you a number and tell you that you have to divide number by some specific digit. Okay ji. Then he will ask you what could be the least possible addition or subtraction should be done so it will divide completely. Okay, or they will miss a number like it's 1672, but there might be a big number and then they say okay, there's a missing number, what should be the least value, like we have attempted earlier. That's the same concept question. You have to just divide the number. Let us do that. First read the question. What least number must be subtracted from 1672 to obtain a number which is completely divisible by 17? So do the needful. 17. Okay ji, 17, it when we 17, 3, 5, 1. Okay, then we get 1. Okay, and 17 so at the 8. Okay, at the 8 it becomes okay, so we get the number 6. So 6 is a number which is extra, means this is a extra. If question asks you what should be added, what should be added, okay, then you have to make this 6 to 17, then you have to add 11, so your answer becomes the 11. But in this question, the question are that what must be subtracted. Okay, 6 is the only extra thing, so if you remove 6 in 1672, then the number became completely divisible by 17. So this is the answer. What least number must be subtracted, that is 6. This is the extra one. Okay, but if question asks that uh, tell us the number which completely divisible by 17, then you have to subtract 6, and that number should be your 1666. That number becomes the answer for that question. So these two three type of questions came in previous year questions. So let us move to the next question. This is also a very good question. You can attempt this type of questions from our playlist on previous year papers, and they will not cost your time, because we made in that sense that if you have attempted daily 5 questions, then also you can cover your all the PYQs. People usually do solve the whole paper in one go, and then uh, leave that aside, and after some time they forget what they have studied. So revise your content. Try to read the content in a very smallest part as possible. So let's focus on this question. Try to attempt that playlist, and that playlist is basically takes your 15-20 minutes hardly. That will help you to gain more marks. You will cover the PYQ of 10 year. I think I guess it's 10 year, 2012 to 2022, 2023 questions we will cover here only. Okay, so no need to go special for 2023 question papers. We will solve here only. So enough discussion, let's do this question. It's a very good question. What question say? On dividing this number by a certain number, we get 76 as quotient and 13 as remainder. What is the divisor? See, we have studied divisor multiply by quotient plus remainder, अरे भैया remainder, that is equal to the dividend. We have read in earlier concept, we have discussed. Basically it is what it is. See, divisor is equal to dividend minus remainder by the quotient. See, what we have done is this remainder goes here, okay, and this quotient come here. Why we do this? Because we have to find the divisor. So we make the formula according to the requirement. If we need the quotient, then we will put quotient here and put divisor here. Okay. If we need the remainder, then we take remainder here and take that on the other side also. So make the formula according to your convenience. come good. Okay, now nothing, just put the number and you get the answer. It's a very easy, basically it's a formula based question, and this formula you should know. So when you 8 8 3 2 1, basically calculation is not so important. If you want to do, you can do. Hmm. So your answer is 163. Again, try to mug the concepts. Okay, this formula is important. Basically, it's not a formula, it's just this representation in a word format, nothing more than that. Okay, I have explained it earlier. Try to revise the concept. Okay, let's move ahead. And yes, that playlist I am talking about is in English. English means the question and the answer are in English format, but the discussion is in Hindi. So the only people who understand the Hindi a bit, that people should go there. Okay, other, try to solve it your own. If you find any difficulty, then ask me. So move to the next question. It's a very good question. It's also a identity based question. At first glance, what you have in there are some A's, okay, and there are some B's. They are in multiply and there is a sign. Okay, G. So in this kind of question, basically question demand that do you know the identity or not? That is it. So what identity here you are using that? See, it become A cube, it become the B cube. Okay, G. At denominator there is A square, there is A into B, and there is a B square. Okay, G. So the identity is, if it is A cube plus B cube, and when you open this become A plus B, A square minus AB plus B square. The basic trick to remember this is, if they are asking you, if they are asking you about the positive here, please keep the sign in your mind. It's for you only, I am writing this. Keep the sign in your mind. This sign is very much important. If it is positive na, then this become negative. If it is like say it's A cube minus B cube, then the thing became A minus B, A square plus AB plus B square. So it get changed. Okay, this you have to keep in your mind. Now solve the question. According to the question, what we have, 789 ka cube. Okay, open this and it become 789 plus 211. Okay, one thing you can see this, when you open this expression A cube plus B cube, this become A plus B, A square minus AB, and at denominator you have this. You can see that this is equal to this, so these both term get cancelled, the whole. Okay, so what you have then, A plus B only. Now what A stands for, 789, and what B stands for, 211. The answer is this. Now again a shortcut. If I were you, first I confirm this, is it in this format or not, then I take care of the signs, is there positive or negative, is there positive or negative. Okay, if this thing comes now, and you know that in case of positive, the other section you have the negative, and if this denominator have the negative, then it's going to be cut only. Okay, then I nothing, just add these two terms and mark my answer. Okay, this is that easy. But for, you know, for explanation purposes, I put it in this way. This next question is also in the same context. Here there is a negative. Okay, and according to the, you know, expression, if here it is the negative, then it should be a positive. I go directly, it's a square, it's a b square, and in this case scenario, this is positive, this is what I want, and it's a and b, so means this is going to be cut the fully, and what we need is 658, sign is minus 328, what we have 330 as an answer. So this is how we calculate fast. In actual examination, you have to do this much only. Okay, this much only, nothing more, nothing less. If you remember the identity, we have applied this identity here. Let us do in a stepwise manner, because some of you might not understand. At the first glance, what we have, there is a some a's in a multiplication, some b's in a multiplication. Here it's like this only. They are basically asking you what kind of, you know, expression it is, and do you know the identity of a cube minus b cube. This is a cube now, so the expression of a cube minus b cube is a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square. In case of a cube minus b cube, you have to remember the signs are important. So when we solve this question, we can write this, it's like a cube minus b cube divided by a square plus ab plus b square, and you, when you open this, it become a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square by a square plus ab plus b square. You cut them, what you have, a minus b, and what a minus b stands for, 658 minus 328. When you minus them, it will give you 330, which is your answer. Okay, so I gave you a shortcut also, I explain you the whole answer also. Try to understand these important expressions, identities. Okay, let us move to the next question. This is also a very good question, identity based question. So are you going to solve it like, you know, adding and subtracting them? No, it's an identity based question. Try to understand the core crux of the question. Basically it's asking that it is a plus b's whole square, a minus b's whole square, and below a into b. Okay, so the important thing is this part. In this part you have to know about this, like if we add the whole square of positive, if we subtract them with the whole square of the negative, we will always have 4ab. What I am saying, please have a look. Let's open this expression. When we open the a plus b whole square, we will get a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay. On the other hand, when we open the a minus b's whole square, we will get a square plus b square minus 2ab. Very good, sir. Now, when we, solve this expression, what we have? It becomes a square plus b square plus 2ab minus this will multiply by this. It is basically what? It is minus 1. When you multiply minus 1 with anything, it give you a minus. See, plus minus give you minus, minus minus give you plus, minus plus give you minus, and plus plus give you plus. You know that plus plus give you plus. So it is minus 1, na? So when you multiply this, it give you minus a square, and when you multiply minus 1 by this, it will give you minus b square. When you multiply this, it give you a positive 2ab. Okay ji. When you solve them, this a cut by this a, this b cut by this b, then it will give you a 4ab. That's what I am talking about. So the question is here, there is a plus b square, here it is a minus b square. According to this expression, this become 4ab, and when it become a 4ab and this is also a ab, this will cut and it is always give you a answer 4. I am using a term always. If this situation comes, if this situation comes, if this situation comes, your answer should always 4. Okay. If this situation comes, if this situation should be like this only, then your answer should always be 4. Let's move ahead to the next question. Now in this question, the question said, what is the unit digit in the product? Okay, he is asking the unit digit first of all, not wanted any kind of multiplication at all. Okay, so they need a unit digit. Here it is 6, it is multiplied by 3. What it gave us? 18. The unit digit is, when you write 18, the unit digit is 8 only. Okay, so this come with the 8. 8 into 9, it give you 72. Okay ji. 2 into 4, it give you 8. Answer is 8. Game is over. Game is over. over. So what we basically do is we take the last digits and then multiply it. Okay, what I show you what I show you is a very short trick you can apply. Just multiply these two. 6 3s are 18. 1 is useless for us because we are talking about the unit digit 8. Now 8 into 9, it's 72. 7 is useless, so we have to. Now 4 into 2, it is 8. He is asking for the unit digit. The answer is 8. Game is over. That's how these kind of questions done in the examination. Okay, let's move ahead. The concept of this type of questions we have covered. You can revise your concept here. See, when the question asks about the unit digit, you need not to calculate the whole. What they are basically asking, that 7 की power 153 multiply by 1 की power 72, whatever the power of 1, it remain the 1 only. So basically they are asking, please solve this 7 की power 153. Okay, now 7's power 153. Very good. So in this case, try to recall what we have studied so far. 157's power 153. In case of 7, you have to divide the power by the 4. Why? See, you take the explanation also. When you write the 7's power 1, it becomes 7 only. 7's power 2, it give you 949. Okay, at the end 9. 7's power 3, it you give you 3 at the end. Okay, and 7's power 4, it will give you a 1 only. And when you go further, it will give you 7 and 6, it is 9, and again at 7 it will give you 8, will give, and then it repeats. So at every 4 it get repeat. Okay, that's the basic concept. I keep this much for your references. Okay, that is why we are going to divide 153. So when we divide the 153 by the 4, 4 3s are 12, it is 33, 4 8s are 32, and we have the 1, means this is basically a 7th to power 1. And 7th to power, what is 7th to power? It's 7 only, so answer is the 7 only. I hope you get my point. Let's move to the next question. Again a very good question. So what question says, find the remainder when 2 to the power 31 is divided by 5 or divisible by 5. Okay, you have a digit, it is 2 to the power 31. Very good. And the question demands that you have to divide it by 5 and then tell us the remainder. Okay, leave the 5 right now, leave the remainder right now. How you are going to approach this question is 2 to the power 31. There is one concept where you can break this power into your convenience. For example, I know that 2 to the power 10 is equal to 1024. Okay, if you know that, if you don't know the 2 to the power 10, then you can use your own also. Like if I know that 2 to the power 12 is equal to what, then if I use 2 to the power 15, but use accordingly. I know 2 to the power 10 is equal to 1024, then I make the set of it. The set is important. Like if you are using 10, then try to make it second one is also 10, third one should be also 10, and whatever left, put it like this. If you are making for example 6, you know 2 to the power 6, then very good, you can make that like this. It's 12 and 12, 24, 30, and then 2. So it's your priority. Okay, I am just showing thing because I know 2 to the power 10, then I mention it like this. So what this property says, you can write this as 2 to the power 10 and the whole power become the thrice of it. Okay, basically it become a, basically it become a. When a multiply by a multiply by a, it gives you a की power q. That what we applied here. Okay, and we left with the 1 2, no issues. So as we say that I know the, the real number of the 2 to the power 10, it is 1024. Okay, now we have to calculate the cube of this number. Are you going to solve it? No, we just apply the unit digit concept. In unit digit concept, you just focus on the last digit. Okay, force, what is the force cube? It's 64, it give you 4 at the end. Okay, see, 4 4 64. Did we need this? No. Did we need this? No. The we need this, so we wrote 4 here. 2 is there, it comes 8. Okay, now we got the 8. This is the last digit number of this calculation, this much of calculation. Okay, so we have calculated the last digit of 231 is 8. Okay, now we have to divide this number by the 5 as question asked, and you get the remainder 3. That's what they are asking. This is the answer. I hope you understand this concept. Let's move to the next question. This is a very good question. Please pay attention. This is a very tricky one. And this type of question came in your examination. Please pay attention. A number, when successively divided by 3, 5, and 8, leaves remainder 1, 4, and 7, respectively. Find the respective remainder if the order of divisors be reversed. In first statement, question says that there is some number, say x. X is a number, okay? When we divide this number by 3 first, 3, the situation came like when you divide x by 3, it gave remainder 1. Okay ji, it gave remainder 1. Now some number will come here. For example, we will say it y. Now when we divide y by 5, we get the remainder 4. Okay. Now again some number will come here. Now when we divide this by 8, then we will get the remainder 7. And there are no further extension, means it is completely gone. Means not completely gone because there is no 7, then it is the remainder is 7. Okay. Now first let us try to know what was the number. Okay. The situation come, let's go from the bottom to top. The first situation came when 8 is multiplied by z. Okay, means let us say like this only. What the meaning of z here? Okay, I am reframing it again for your convenience. 8 multiply by 1 and then add the remainder. 8 multiply by 1, then the value of z come. What was that? 8 into 1, 8, 8 plus 7, it became 15. Okay. Now let us try to calculate the value of y. For a time being, here I am marking for your convenience that 3x, 5y, 8z, and here it is 1. What we did? We multiply this with this and add with the remainder. Remainder was 7. Okay. Now we get the value of z. Rub them. And value of z is 15. Now situation is when we multiply 5 by the 15 and then add 4, we will get the value of y. Okay ji, what I have said, when we multiply 5 by 15 and add 4, what will we it give? Value of y. Let us see what is this. 75 plus 9, 79. Okay ji, we have 79 now. Now this is also covered. Now we have a situation where we have to calculate x. Now when we multiply 3 into 79 and add 1, then it will give me the value of x. 3 into 79 plus 1. Okay. So what is the value of this? Plus 1 means 238. So the value of x means the number is 238. Okay, this is the half question done. Now in second part it says that find the respective remainders if the order of the divisors be reversed, no issues. It is the easiest part. Now we just reverse this order 358, this order. Now we will divide it by 8 first, then 5, then 3. Okay, we will divide by 8 first, mm, and remainder is 6. Okay, now 8 after 8 it's 5. 5 is easy. 4, 5. Now 3 left, it's more easy. Okay, so the remainder get is 4, 6, 4 and 2 respectively when we divide by the reverse order. This is the answer. I hope you get how to solve this kind of questions. Okay, if you don't understand, please go back and again watch. You will understand the core concept. Okay, let's move ahead. Now, before moving forward to the next question, we have to understand few things about the question based on series. Okay, there are some series which can be solved by few equations only. Okay, yes, we are talking about the AP and GP and other equations. So for the next question we have to study this concept first. Let us start. For example, we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus blah 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 plus to the n extent. Okay, then we have to add this. What are you going to add all of them? No. If I tell you to add this much, you might take some time. If I say you have to add from this much, you might take some time. But if it is 1987, this term, it may take an hour. So to make things short, there is a formula. Okay, basic formula. The last term and the multiplication of the next term means it is 1987. Then you have to multiply 1987 into 1988. Okay, and this should be divided by 2. That's the first thing. Okay, it's for the basic. I will write for calculating sum of the series of n numbers. Okay ji. Now in second type of question, it came like 1 square. रात चुका हूँ ये. Before moving to the next question, we have to learn about some important topic called AP and the GP. AP is basically arithmetic progression. It will not take time, and after this we will end this class also. Let us learn what is arithmetic progression first. Before starting the arithmetic progression, let us take a number series called 8, 11 and to the last number. Okay, to the last number, whatever it is. So arithmetic is basically a number where it gets started. this is called A is basically first term, first term. Okay, then there is a another thing called D. D is a basically common difference. What is the meaning of common difference here? A difference which is common in whole number series. For example, when we see the difference between 5 and 2 is 3, difference between 8 and 5 is 3, difference between 11 and 8 is 3. This difference is common in all the series, all the series, all the series. So this difference is known as common difference because it is common in whole series. If for example it is 5 here, it is 9 here, okay, then the difference between them is 3, then there is 4, then it become 2. So there is nothing common. When there is nothing common na, then AP is not going to apply. So this is the first thing. So the difference should be always common. Okay, what that L supposed to be? L is basically a last term, last term, whatever it might be. Okay, last term mentioned in question or you have to find, this is the last term. L stand for the last term. Okay, we have one more term, N. N means numbers of terms. Okay, how many numbers are there means how many numbers, like it is 4, like it is 10, 12, 15, whatever it is, its number of terms in a series. Okay, these are the four minor things you have to remember. Now let us start with the concept. Okay, this series basically made up of few components. These are the components. Now how it get representative? Okay, so we have taken 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17 and so on. Okay, so basically what we have witnessed that this is a and this is a plus D. Okay, and this is basically a plus 2D, this is a plus 3D, this is a plus 4D, this is a plus 5D and so on. So basically what you have witnessed that the difference is multiplied at each step. Okay, let us check. In case of A it is 2 only. Okay, in this there the gap is 3. Okay, A plus 3 we get the 5. Okay, now we have to calculate the next term and we don't want to, means we don't have any term. Okay, so what will be the third term is, we have A is 2 and we have difference 3. 3 multiplied by 2 is equal to 6, means it is 8. Okay, now let us talk about this one, A plus 3D. A is 2 and difference is 3. We have to multiply 3 into 3, 9, means it is 11. Okay, for the fifth term, A plus 4 into D, 4 multiply by what is the D, 3, 12. A is 2 here, it became 14. So that's how things get calculated. One thing you guys have noticed that the difference is, if we talk about the, this is the first position, the second position, this is the third position, fourth position, fifth position and so on. What you have witnessed that when you are calculating a certain position, the difference is one less than that. For example, at fifth position the difference is 4 multiplied by D, because the first term didn't have any difference, it's a itself. So from the second onwards difference came into the picture. That is why you always, if someone asks you, please tell me the 18th term of this series and you have this much information, okay, I have no issue. So what we need, first digit it is 2, okay. Then we have to find the 18th term. So you just mention 17 because every time it is one less, every time it is one less, every time it is one less, so it becomes 17 term. Multiply by the difference is 3 here, then you can calculate that it become 51 plus 2, it's 53. So the 18 term is 53. That's how you calculate things. I hope you guys understand the core concept of the arithmetic series. Now let us let us we have to find a nth term. Nth terms means how many terms are there in this series, okay. For that we need a last term. Here it is infinity na. uh, for the timing let us say it is 53, so we know that okay, uh, the n should be 17. Let us test, okay. This is the last term we denote by the L, as we have mentioned. Last term is 53, okay. That's a very important part, please have patience and listen. So in this case, things comes in picture is a plus n minus 1 into d, the same concept what we have discussed right now. So a is here 2, n is our, we have to find n, okay, and the last term is 53. So here you put 53. You have to find now what is the, so it is the 53, n minus 1. We have to find the nth term. How many terms are there? And difference is 3. Difference is 3 na? Yes, difference is 3. So let us solve this question. So this goes here, it becomes 51, n minus 1, 3, 3 1 is 3, 3 7 is 17, and then n is equal to 18. So the same thing comes 18th. So there are 18 terms in the series. That's how you have to solve the things. This is a very important formula. Please learn this. A plus n minus 1 into d. This come in your examination. Please note it down. Please make it mentioned in your notes clearly and properly. I put enough emphasis on the importance of this topic. Okay. Now we have talked about the how many terms are there. Let us say, we have to find the sum. We have to find the sum of the n terms. Means now the situation is, sir, please add all of them. All of them. Please add all of them. Now you have time to add 53 and find the earlier one. Then no, there is a formula, basic formula, very basic formula. Please note it down and learn it. वैसे this is not a difficult formulas, you will learn them when you practice, okay. The sum of the n terms are n by 2, means total number of terms by 2, then twice of a is first term here, plus again the same thing, n minus 1 into d. Why this is, you know the answer we have discussed here, okay. This is the formula for sum of the n terms. For example, there are 107 terms, so you have to calculate the sum of the 107 terms. How you will, find it? We are not going to find the 107, we will just stick to the, you know this one only. So we know that it's there are 18 terms, okay. 18 terms, 18 by 2. The first is 2 itself, and n is 18 again, 18 minus 1, and d is 3. So it becomes 9. 4 plus 17 into 3, 9 by 4 plus 51, 9 into 55, and it becomes 45 and 495. So the answer is 495, means the sum of all these are 495. So that's how you find the sum of any number series. Any, it should be a AP only. Okay, this is the important thing. Now let make more complex. This third component come in picture, uh, where sum of n terms are there, but there is nothing given, like no difference is given, nothing given, just a first number is given, first number is given, and the last number is given. And now you have to calculate how will you do this. This is the thing again, but you have given the total number of terms, because three things you have to give. Okay, examiner will give you three things, otherwise it will not going to solve. So in this case scenario, sum of the n terms is equal to n by 2 a plus the last term. That is it, it's a simple thing, no difference, nothing. What is the number of how many numbers are there, or means how many terms are there? 18 terms are there. Okay, first term is 2, last one is, what was is the last term? 53. 53 was the last term. Okay, now let us find the sum of it. Become 55. Again the same thing happen, 9 into 55 here, and it become 495. Same thing comes. Okay, means our steps are correct. So this is for your sum when there is nothing called a difference in question. If there is no difference is given, then obviously they will give you a number, how many numbers are there, then a first digit and then the last digit, and you can easily calculate the sum of the n terms. So these are the three major things you have to cover. Okay, okay. So now let's to the next part, that is GP. Now let us start the GP. GP is simple, geometric progression. There are two things only. It will get over in a minute or two. So what is this? Basically, if let us say again take a simple number, 2 plus 2 ka square plus 2 ka cube plus 2 ka 4 plus 2 to the power 10. Okay, for the time being we are taking this, means what you are witnessing, that there is a rampant exponential increase, there is a linear increase in AP. There is a linear increase, means linear means the increase is like this is a linear increase. Okay, for AP, for AP. And for GP, this kind of increase are there, this increase is called exponential increase. Okay, means it first it is 2, then it become 2 to the power 2, then it become 2 to the power 3, then it become 2 to the power 4, then it become 2 to the power 5. Rampant increase. So that's the property of GP, or it's 2, 4, 8, 6, 8, and so on. It's 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Very exponential increase. Okay, This is the GP where we are here. So how can we calculate things? Write it down. There are also two components. Okay, ji. What are the two components? There is a A. A is basically a first term. First term. But there is nothing called difference here. There are ratios and the common ratios. And what are they? Ratios. See, in AP, we subtract this into this. Okay. But in this case, we are not going to subtract. We will do 2 to the power 2 divided by 2. This term divided by this term. Okay. Then it gives us a ratio. Okay. It is basically 2 into 2. This 2 cancel by this 2. It gives 2 ratio 1. Okay. This is a ratio. So uh, in the following number, this ratio should be maintained. In this case scenario, let us see 2's power 3 divided by 2's power 4. Oh, sorry, 2's power 2. Okay, 2 basically it is 2 into 2 into 2, 2 into 2. Again, this ratio for this case 2's power 4 divided by 2's power 3. This ratio comes. So this ratio here is called the common ratio because it is common in all the aspect. Okay. So we have understood the what is the common ratio. Here it is common ratio. In AP there are common difference. Okay. Now let us move ahead. Okay. Now there is an expression to write this. Basically I am writing this only. I am writing this only. How I am writing? Again, there is a. It's a first term. Okay. Then it get multiplied by the ratio. Okay. Simple. A into R. Some ratio are there. Now this ratio get the squares means get multiplied. That ratio is going to increase each and every time till the end. Okay. If this kind of pattern is there, it is the pattern for GP, geometric progression. Okay. Now basically they ask two questions. First, find the n terms and then the sum of n terms. Two components they ask. For the n term, the basic thing you have to remember is what I have explained here also, n minus 1. We did n minus 1. How many terms are there? N minus 1. Same concept goes with the GP also. Here it is in ratio and in a power, and power plays the game. Okay. Just remember this. If you have to find out the n terms, just do a into r and the n minus 1. You will get the value of n. Okay, G. Or you have to find a, then this value is given. Okay. But generally they ask you to find n or to sum. For n, this is a formula. Now for the sum of GP, there are two components you have to consider, and the major role play by R only. R is the ratio. Okay. If the ratio is greater than 1, then the formula is something else. If ratio is less than the 1, then the formula is something else. And I will tell you why. Let's first write the formula itself. Sum of n terms. Okay, G. It is like I'm writing here. I need a space because it's a big formula, na? Big form, it's not a big formula, but size is big. So first term, 1 minus r minus n divided by 1 minus r. When it will be? Think. When you subtract, there's a basic notion that you subtract smaller from the bigger one. So in this expression, one is the bigger. Okay, one is a bigger one, because if you reduce r from the one, there are something substantial remaining there. So from this analysis, you can say that, okay, in this case, r is less than the 1. This formula apply when r is smaller than the 1. R is basically the ratio. Ratio means this. Okay, when, for example, it become 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is basically 0.5. It is less than 1. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, in next, just do the opposite. Rn minus 1, r minus 1. Now why it is there? In this case, r become the higher. For example, this is the case scenario, and it become 2 here, it become 1 here, and it, in totality, it is 2 only. And when it is 2 only, 2 is always greater than 1. That is the thing you have to take care of. When you keep your mind calm and think like this, when you take the common ratio, okay, if it is in points like 0.7, 0.6, 0.5, 0.01, then your GP will be calculated from the above one, where 1 is dominant, because the ratio is under 1. Okay, when your ratio is dominant, means more than 1, then you have to put this one or this one. This is the basic formulas to calculate the sum of the GP. Let us solve one question. Okay, this question only we will do. What I have written, okay, we are going to solve this question only. I am writing it here for the 2 plus 2's power 2 plus 2 power 3 plus 2 power 4 plus and 2 power 10 and so on. So what we have learned, that we need a, which is 2, we need a ratio which is 2 ratio 2 divided by 2, basically 2 ratio 2 into 2, 2 get cancelled, it is 2 ratio 2 only, it's 2 the power 2. Okay, I am sorry, I get tired. 2 the power 2 divided by 2, 2 into 2 divided by 2, so the ratio is 2, means it is higher than the, you know higher than the 1. So which formula you have to apply? Higher than the 1, this one is to apply it. Okay, so mention them. A, Rn minus 1, r minus 1. So what is the a? A is 2. Okay, what is the r? R is 2, but thing is 10. Okay, minus 1 divided by, what is r? R is 2 minus 1. What will be the answer? It is, it become 1. Then means if in denominator there is 1, no need to write, it is basically this only, 2 is 10 and 1. As we know that 2 to the power 10 is 1024 minus 1, and then it become 2 into 023, and it become 6402. This is the answer. So That's how you are going to calculate the GP. So we have discussed a very important topic also at the end of the lecture, AP and the GP. So let us end today, and we will continue with the question in next class and do the previous year questions also. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy this lecture. It's a very packed, full-fledged lecture. I guess we have discussed more than 15 questions in a hour, in an hour. It's a big achievement, and hope you guys revise all the concept I have mentioned. Do the practice. Okay, you will get these PDFs from the Telegram channel. Please join them. Okay, if you are not making notes, please join them and take the printout. Make your notes in this only. It will help you. I am writing each and every line. It's for you only. Okay, so thank you very much. Let us meet in the next lecture.